I want a luxury collection without the luxury price tag. And so I've scoured discount websites and clearance section trying to find perfume gems that are marked all the way down. And I have a few of them to share with you today because I've been lucky, or I've been diligent and obsessed, and I've collected my fair share and your fair share of fragrances in the last few months from clearance sections across the internet and in real life. And I'm excited to put you on to share those with you, just in case they show up in a clearance section near you. You know what they give, and if they give anything good at all. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, stick around and let's get into it. Hi, I'm Jeanique, and I will never get tired of buying new fragrances because I love new shit and I love smelling good. And that is what we're talking about today. All of the beautiful new fragrances I've added to my collection. 15 of them. Do not judge me. How dare you? But we will get into them. They're categorized into 3 categories because y'all know I love a category. We're going to talk about sweet and fun fragrances. There are 5 of those. We have everyday lighter fragrances, and we have pretty and sophisticated ones. All the florals are in that section. It is a whole vibe, and I cannot wait to run through those with you. I'll try not to make this too long because 15 is a beast number of fragrances to talk about, but I'll do my best to keep it quippy and short and light. But also, if you haven't already, can you subscribe? I'm adorable. This is fun. This is a vibe. We're sharing, y'all. This is a community. So for the sweet and fun fragrances, I have 5 here, ranging from body splashes to celebrity fragrances, dupe fragrances, and designer fragrances. Really happy with all of these. Very candid and happy and fun type of fragrances that I have no problem wearing down, especially when it's cooler out, because they are very sweet. I want to start off with this little guy here, and it is Lolita Lempicka EDP. I saw this and I snatched it up because Lolita Lempicka fragrances tend to be pretty good quality fragrances that lean to the like heavily sweet side, and I do love a sweet, yummy, candied fragrance. Now, like so many Lolita Lempicka fragrances, this has a heavy dose of black licorice, so that's either for you or it's really not. Now, this one is blended with a whole dose of iris, so it's a lot more powdery, and the licorice isn't as aggressive as it is in some other fragrances that I have that are Lolita Lempicka. But this one is really beautiful. There's a star anise note in here that gives like a little bit of a spiciness. There is some bergamot for freshness in this fragrance. There's some tonka for creaminess. This is just a very candid, sweet, happy, girly kind of fragrance, especially with that powderiness. Really pretty, but very candy sweet, and specifically licorice sweet. So you either love it or you really don't, and I love me a licorice note. I think it's really round and full and pretty and a little bit unusual, which makes me love it more. So Lolita Lempicka EDP is the way we're starting today, and I'm excited to share that I picked this one up, y'all. It was lovely for me. The next fragrance I picked up was from the brand MiiM. This is a dupe house, and this is Compound 52, and it is a strawberry milk fragrance that's a dupe of Melanie Martinez's Crybaby. I haven't smelled the original. I really want to. I have not been able to find it, but I did find this one in a clearance section near me. Now, online, these are ridiculously expensive. They're like $60-$70 for a dupe. No, thank you. But in a clearance section near me, it was $19.99. So I got real excited. Anyway, this is strawberry milk, basically, with a heavy dose of lotion and baby powder. Does that sound good to you or not? If it doesn't, I understand. But it is this very sweet, crisply sweet strawberry. It smells like pink sugar, right? Mixed into a very light milkiness, but it is there. It has texture. Then it has a lotiony smell, a baby powder kind of smell, all coming together with a little bit of creaminess. It is a fun, happy, youthful fragrance that you want to spray yourself down with to go to bed because it is very cozy. And it was $19.99, and it is a lot of juice. It's also 20% perfume oil, so it does last. It's good quality and it smells like a lot of fun. So I've been really enjoying this one. I definitely want to run into a few more MiiC fragrances because y'all know how I love a dupe, right? So yeah, this one's a good one. Really happy with this. If you've been curious about what number 52 smells like, it smells good. It smells like strawberry milk and lotion. Ooh, a little bit of lipstick. I also grabbed a body splash called Vanilla Raspberry. On the back, it says it's distributed by So French Perfume LLC. I don't know. It doesn't really have a brand on it. But it's a lot of fun as well. I've been wearing this to bed, and it is berries, like raspberry, vanilla, and a little bit of rose. It is very candy sweet. It smells like your typical like body splash that is really like happy and bright and effervescent. I haven't tried anything else from this brand, but my introduction has been good. It's good quality. It smells really fun and happy, and I am in love with it so far. My standards with body splashes aren't as high, especially if I'm paying $9 for it. Like, what more can I ask for? This is a really good one, and I am really loving the vanilla raspberry kind of combination, which is one I'm always going to get behind. Have you subscribed? Because I feel like you haven't and you really want to and you totally forgot, but now I'm reminding you, you're welcome. So yeah, go ahead and subscribe, please and thanks. Now let's get back to the video. Picked up a travel size and a mini from the Good Scent, and this is called Love, and they say it's berries, rose, and amber. It really isn't. It smells like a red starburst. It smells like a starburst. It is very candid, kind of gummy and jammy, very sweet. It smells a little bit synthetic, and that is part of the appeal. It's just a very comforting kind of smell, as if you've mixed something a little bit sour with a whole bunch of sugar. It's a lot of fun. It feels like this little pink color looks bright, happy, youthful, a vibe. And this was like $5, so I'm not even going to hold you on this one. Love. I really enjoyed this one a lot. The last fragrance in the sweet and fun category, boo, it's over already, is Britney Spears's Believe. No, this is not one of her highly rated fragrances, but I didn't care because I saw guava and tangerine, and I love both of those things. Now, I think part of the reason this isn't as popular with buyers is that there's a sourness, a tartness to this fragrance that is absent from some of her other more popular fragrances. It's not a perfectly sweet sort of candid guava and tangerine. It's very tropical, it's very bright, it's sunny, it's a little bit sour, a little bit tart, but it's really fresh and happy, sweet, and just really lovely and fun and perfect for summer. This is such an easy reach, easy wear fragrance. I get about 3 to 4 hours out of it, so I do need to top up midway through the day. But especially in the summer, I want to wear multiple different fragrances throughout the day without them competing with one another. And this allows me to start off bright, happy, and a little bit sour, and let's head in a more florally direction as the day continues. So I really enjoy this one. So I also have 5 fragrances for the Light and Everyday fragrances, and I'm really happy to share these ones with you. This is the most recent addition to this group, and it is Nicole Miller's Nectar de Peche. I bought this maybe a week ago. I haven't picked up a Nicole Miller in a while because each time I've blind bought a fragrance from Nicole Miller, it has not gone well for me, y'all. I have paid that price before, but I'm stupid sometimes, or at least optimistic, and I went for it anyway because the notes looked real good to me and the reviews were really positive. So this is a sweet peach, sugar, and coconut water with a little bit of honeysuckle. So it's a little bit floral, a little bit fresh, and there's some sweetness thrown in to make this feel very summery and light and happy. The coconut water in here is doing what it needs to. It doesn't give a suntan lotiony kind of vibe. It doesn't get lost behind everything else. It adds a bit of freshness to this fragrance that I really do enjoy. And I do love peach in a fragrance. It just sort of smells like a drink. It smells like a kind of peachy kind of lemonade. That is what this smells like, which just feels really happy and summery. So I really love this one. Very light, everyday kind of fragrance that's just leading in a slightly sweeter direction. So I picked up 3 travel size fragrances from Kate Spade. I've never bought any Kate Spade fragrances, and I really wanted to get to know this brand just a little bit. I'd heard good things, but I didn't have anything to back that up. So I decided to go travel size instead of going full size blind buy because, you know, I'm a responsible adult sometimes. Anyway, we're gonna start off with Kate Spade New York, the original. Out of the three, if they're say in one lineup, this is the most serious of the bunch. This is a rose and freesia fragrance with a little bit of sweet strawberry and some cashmere in the base. This is the fragrance you'd wear out to a date night. It's a little bit more sultry, but you can also wear it to work. It is light enough. It is airy enough. The rose is a young, fresh, sort of nice everyday rose. It's the kind of rose that anybody can wear, even if rose is not your thing. Really pretty. I also love, 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 love strawberry and fragrances. It's just this really pretty note that just smells good on everybody. And so this Kate Spade New York is totally full bottle worthy in my opinion. If you like a more classic sort of everyday floral fragrance without hopes of sweetness from that strawberry, it is a whole vibe. So I won't spend too much time talking about Kate Spade Sparkle. This is a beautiful fragrance, but I've already talked about this one because it was on my perfume tray last month and I discussed that. And I am still so in love with this. I still wish I'd blind bought a whole bottle because it's such a vibe, and it's not been on sale since I bought this version. It's fine. I'll get over it, I guess. Anyway, this is a beautiful mix of florals and gourmands together. It is peony and hawthorn, really soft, romantic florals mixed with creme brulee and some vanilla. There's some fruit like blackcurrant in here doing a little bit of work, but it's just this really soft, sensual, pretty, kind of cozy fragrance that I cannot get enough of. This is a beautiful everyday fragrance because nothing goes overboard in this. It doesn't push too hard. Everything in here, especially that peony, is so incredibly delicate and easygoing and pretty, and I am obsessed with this one. And it has converted me to the Kate Spade like clan because it is giving so much. Love this one. So pretty, so lovely. That peony is putting in work, y'all. The creme brulee, yes, but the peony, absolutely. So there are 3 fragrances in the Kate Spade lineup, and this is the last one. This is Cherie, and this is a very light, easygoing, airy, very pretty kind of fragrance that just isn't doing too much in any category. At the base of this is a very light, airy jasmine that isn't doing very much, and in the opening we have a very fresh raspberry with some orange, some red currant. Nothing is super sweet in this fragrance. Everything is very fresh, light, every day. You're wearing this to the gym, you're wearing this to run errands, you're wearing this to an office where they don't really love fragrances because it is so incredibly fresh and understated. We have a little bit of white woods and musk in the base. Everything in this is so restrained, pull back, fresh, light, and easygoing. This is a great everyday fragrance for me, and I am excited to have it and enjoy it. Yes, Sparkle is far more exciting. Yes, the original Kate Spade New York is more my vibe in the floral energy it is giving, but this one is an easy reach for days where I don't want to smell overpowering or too much in the floral or sweet direction. Really pretty one. Really happy with it. The last fragrance is a total throwback. I saw this in a clearance section near me and I was like, I remember you. I've never owned this fragrance, Vanilla Musk by Coty, but I've known aunties and moms who have worn this. This fragrance is from 1994. It's been around, y'all, and it is what it sounds like. It's vanilla and musk. There is some powderiness in this fragrance, maybe from an iris. They don't list that as a note, but you get some powderiness in this fragrance. There is a slight bit of woodiness, something in the base to just give it a little bit of oomph, but mostly this is a very clean, everyday vanilla, crisp, simple, with a little bit of powderiness. You just sort of smell like you're wearing a little bit of sweetness and maybe a little bit of baby powder. Like, that is the vibe of this fragrance. Very simple, very understated. I love it. Just very simple, lighter, airier kind of vanilla, especially for the summer, because even the summer months I want to be wearing vanilla. I just don't want to be wearing the very sticky, creamy, heavy gourmand vanillas. And so this gives me that kind of a lighter vanilla energy without all of the base sometimes vanilla has. So really enjoying this one so far. It's such a cute throwback for me, and it smells a little bit vintage. Like, there's a kind of sharpness in the back of this fragrance that was very much in a lot of fragrances from that time. I don't know what it's coming from, but I still very much enjoy this one. Now it's time to get into the pretty and sophisticated fragrances, and the category I am most excited about because everything in here is such a winner, y'all. Obsessed, obsessed, boom. This is a Ferragamo's Signora Misteriosa. It is Misteriosa, y'all. This is such a beautiful floral fragrance in all the best ways possible. So just go with me. It starts off with blackberry and neroli. So this really nice, tart but sweet opening that neroli is giving a little bit of freshness and brightness, a little bit of a citrusiness to that opening that makes it really happy when it opens up. Then we get into the belly of the beast, and it's tuberose and orange blossom. And y'all know how I feel about tuberose and orange blossom. Together in here, they are really full and creamy and heavy, a little indolic, a little animalic. It feels grown. It feels sexy. I love her. In the base, we got vanilla. We got some milk because, of course, we got milk. A little bit of lactonic energy and a little bit of musk in the base. This is an ultra feminine but kind of sexy kind of fragrance. It's not sexy screaming at you. There's a sophistication and an elevated kind of quality about this fragrance. There's a sort of traditional element in this fragrance with those really conservative white florals giving exactly what they're supposed to, but all of those added elements like the blackberry and the milk and the vanilla help to make everything feel a little bit just bigger and fuller and creamier and a little bit more sensual. This is exactly my style. This is exactly up my alley. I can never get enough of a white floral that is done well, and this one, baby, is done so well. I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed. I love this one. I love it. I love it. Maybe my favorite of this group. Maybe. Possibly. I love a good Victor and Rolf fragrance. When I saw a travel set, I needed to grab it. This is Flower Bomb. We got Flower Bomb, Ruby Orchid, and Flower Bomb Nectar, all giving what needs to be gave because I hadn't really spent time with Ruby Orchid. I tested it twice, wasn't super impressed, kept it moving, wanted to try the Flower Bomb Nectar because it has a gunpowder note in it. And I know I love the original Flower Bomb, but I haven't had it in my collection for a minute now. So I was excited to get my hands on all three. So how do these three fragrances compare? They're really pretty and they're very different from one another. So I feel like I got a very good deal on this one, getting all three. So I haven't had the original Flower Bomb for a minute, like I said, and I really like this fragrance and I forgot how much I did. This is a bouquet. It has rose, freesia, jasmine. The jasmine is the most pronounced, I would say, of all the floral notes. There is a greenness to this fragrance. It's very cutting, kind of sharp. The patchouli comes through really heavy in this. There are some citrus notes in the opening, which adds a little bit of brightness and shine and flourish to this fragrance that makes it feel kind of happy. There is a powdery aspect, maybe coming from the osmanthus, that is really sitting on the skin and making it feel really soft and feminine and pretty, but it isn't a very sweet fragrance. And if you don't like patchouli, this will not be the one for you. Speaking of patchouli, let's talk about Flower Bomb Nectar. Now this opens up hard with the gunpowder, some cassis, a lot more aggressive than the original Flower Bomb. It does not have that powdery aspect that the original does, but it does have a more pronounced and bold sweetness in the opening, which makes it feel kind of sexy and sultry. This is the fun one of the group and I am here for her. I wore this to work and layered it with something a little bit softer. I wore it with My Way, and the combination just added like the right amount of steel and the right amount of soft and pretty together. I felt like a badass wearing the both of them together. Really lovely, really fun, really kind of a different take on this kind of DNA that I really enjoy. But you gotta love something a little bit darker and edgier. Now the sweetest of the bunch, y'all, is Ruby Orchid. There isn't any patchouli in this one. We still have that orchid note, which is like kind of a fantasy note that's barely there. It's a very delicate. There is vanilla in here. There is some sweet fruit in this, making this feel really youthful and bright and happy and pretty. When I initially tried this, I thought it was just candied and kind of boring, but the longer you have it on your skin, it really develops, warms up, and it just sinks in and just smells really complimentary, understated, and very pretty if you like something a little bit sweeter. Altogether, they are different enough that I enjoy having all three. Right now, the Nectar version is maybe my favorite because I do love an intense fragrance, but I am really enjoying all of them. I was wearing Flower Bomb the other night, and I felt very pretty and powdery and ladylike like and just kind of demure. You know what I mean? I felt like a lady wearing it and it made me feel really good. So I'm really happy I found all 3 of these and I get to wear them down. Which fragrance is your favorite so far? Is any of these jumping out to you? Is anyone giving you the side eye? Because I feel like a few of these were flirting with me before I even bought them, and now that I have them, the relationship and the love is very, very real. Finally, in the pretty and sophisticated category is this bad boy here, and it is Good Girl Blush. I have more than my fair share of Good Girl fragrances, and I've been meaning to add this one to my collection, a full bottle. Now, I had tested this at the Sephora sale last year in about February, March. Fell in love hard, but I showed some self-restraint. Look at me go. And ended up getting a travel size. And I said to myself, if I finish the year and I haven't finished the travel size, I'll need a full size bottle. Well, the travel size is finished and it'd been finished by the time summer was over, and I needed a full bottle. Now, how did I get this on discount? No, I had talked about getting discovery sets in my, gifting perfume video, which I will link. Nobody watched it, but I loved it, and I loved sharing how I buy fragrances for other people. And from my discovery set, I could pick a fragrance I wanted to get a full bottle of, because I had like a coupon code with that discovery set, and this is the fragrance I ended up picking. So I've had this since like December, y'all, and I've been really, really enjoying it. This is a classy, pretty, beautiful fragrance that just feels really elevated and a little bit sexy. It is ylang ylang and peony together. It sort of smells like a very young rose to me. There is some coumarin, some vanilla, some citrus notes in here. Very sweet, yummy. It has like a little bit of a push to it. It's a little bit bombastic, a little bit loud. It is not a very demure lady. She has a little bit of mouth, and I love this one. Also, the frosted bottle is a vibe. Love her. I also, sideline, tested the new Elixir version. I didn't love it on first test, but it has grown on me because it gets prettier and prettier the longer you have it on your skin. I need to do a few more wear tests to see if it's full bottle worthy, but so far I like it. I don't love it, but it is a really nice one. This, on the other hand, is just about perfection and one of my favorite Good Girl fragrances, hands down. Just totally obsessed, and have been obsessed since the very beginning. I'm a little too proud of myself right now because it feels like I got some real gems, some real winners, fragrances that feel just like me. Looking at you, Senora Misteriosa, fragrances that feel really fun and exciting. Good Girl Blush, Lolita Limpica. I love the fragrances I picked up, and I am so excited about them. I don't know if you can tell, but it just feels like I'm winning right now, and I needed to let y'all know. Now, if you enjoyed this video, check out my last perfume haul video. Not as successful, but there are some discussions to be had in that video. Thanks so much for being here and watching the video, staying for this long. I hope you've subscribed because you think I'm adorable or just at least useful to you. Again, I'm Jeanique, and I'm smelling good, feeling good without going broke doing it, and I'm pretty excited about that. I'll see you in the next one for the next video with more fragrances. Bye, y'all.
Something I gon' get what's meant for ya. All my love is on the line, and it's up to you.